What was it that made you sell your property with the tenants in it?
Because I wanted a smooth transition. I didn't want I needed to sell the property. It was coming up to the point the mortgage period finished, and I didn't want to remortgage. I didn't want to pay the mortgage off with the funds that were invested elsewhere. So I decided I was going to sell, but I didn't want to sell underneath, pull the rug away from the tenant. What I should say is the tenant was my daughter. I didn't want to have to ask her to move out the flat. It actually popped up. I think it must have been Instagram or something like that popped up, and I was like, that's quite interesting. And so I looked into it, and it was great.
Was it one of the adverts with Phil in it?
It might have been, actually.
What was it like with us coming to you with the offers? And obviously, you finally found an offer that you were happy with and you took on. What was that whole process like?
It was good. It was very slick. The main thing I would say, actually, is that I kind of didn't have very much to do at all. I liked that because I'm busy. I was able to sit back, and you guys came to me regularly to say, kept me up to date with how many times the property had been viewed and looked at and discussed, and who was interested and who wasn't interested. And it was good. It wasn't. I mean, I've sold properties in the past, and you get feedback that's just so really annoying. Stuff that's completely irrelevant. There was none of that. It was all very statistical and just, good information and good feedback. And very efficient. Guys were really good. You felt like they were on my side. I felt that they were on my side, and we're trying to get the very best for me. And eventually we got the sale, and I was very happy.
Well, I mean, in your unique case, like you mentioned, your tenant was also your daughter. So what was it? You've got that kind of insight. What was it like from her point of view, having that landlord transition?
It was literally seamless.
And the time from, getting in touch to the day you actually received the cash in your pocket, was that the length of time you expected for a sale of your property to take?
Yeah, well, the sort of the market at the time was a little bit all over the place with what's going on in the world. With I think things were a little bit volatile, and people who were investing were just a little bit wary and waiting to see what happened. When the offer came in, I was happy to take it, and then it was very slick after that.
I mean, how would you describe the process of selling your property?
Say slick, efficient, easy.
Would you say, I mean, you saw that advert on Facebook, which obviously explained the offer. Would you say we met our promise?
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, absolutely.
Great stuff.
Absolutely. And what I will say is, I must admit, when what it's like, you see an advert on the internet and you're like, I'm not very sure about this sort of thing. But the minute I phoned up and I got the call back, I felt like I was dealing with a very professional outfit. People were very friendly. They were much like yourself, just very straight talking, but professional with it. And I felt like I was really being looked after from a sort of customer care sort of point of view.
Gordon, what would you rate us out of 10?
I would rate you a 10.